this really is the biggest launch that Harley Davidson has done in the 115 years history of our company.
Aside from my soul, there goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul.
And welcome back, guys. We're back again, and this time, this is really cool. This is super cool. I was invited up by Harley Davidson just to test review the new bikes, or have a go on the new bikes that are being launched into the UK at the end of September. So the bike that I'm really looking forward to going on is the Fatboy 114. You saw it already? Pinched it from me?
Both 114.
Yeah.
You go right in X, I'll jump on the street. I don't mind going on the street.
No, I'm only playing. So these are the bikes that we're going to kick off with. I'm going to start on the Fatboy. So looking forward to this. Should be fun. This is not going to be one of my detailed reviews. It's just going to be a first impression. So I must admit, guys, just jumped on this, and the first thing I noticed, it is really, really light, which is awesome. I just can't wait to go. I just want to go now. So what's nice about this, you've got the 114 on the Fatboy. I've also got the big 240 at the rear, so it's a lot bigger than the 17 model. We had some amazing technical information given to us by one of the technical leads for Harley UK, Richard, good chap, actually watches my channel, couldn't believe it. Come on, start your Milwaukee 8 engines. Brum brum. Personally, I like it loud. Yeah, it's too quiet for me. Oh, go for a nice little ride now. I tell you what, this reminds me of what the Yanks do when they go out for their demos, all in a line. But as you can see, guys, we've been hosted in a really nice part of the world in Oxford. So big thanks to Harley Davidson there. Very good. So first impressions, here we go. I've only been on it, I'd say about 45 seconds. I'm just not digging the bars at the moment. I'm just finding it really odd. But as with all things, you've got to get used to it. I think one of the other things I'm feeling at the moment, and guys, bear this in mind, I've only just got on the bike, is that the front of the bike, the steering, just wants to dip in a bit as you turn in. So it's a little bit like my experience on the Road King on the 2017. So I think you just need to use a bit of counter steering on this. But it is very light, guys, I must admit. It feels lighter than my Dyna. Back in the driving school for motorcycles. This is definitely not like my test reviews I usually do on the bikes. Here we go. Oh, see, I just feel like it's a bit of a bitch to turn. But I guess that's the result of the 240 back end being added. It's going to make steering a little bit harder. You can tell for this bike that, you know, it's just meant to be that for cruising and going in straight lines. A bit like the Breakout, if I'm honest. So we're just on the national speed limit. Let's take her up to 60, which is what you should do on an A road, and let's just feel what it's like. So in the technical review they were talking massively about the reduction in vibration, and I can confirm that it is very smooth. You know, there's nothing else I can say to describe it better. It's a smooth ride. Fatboy's very comfy, great seat. The ergonomics is super duper comfy. I feel stretched out just enough. No, it is good. I think just for me, it's the bars just ain't my thing. I think it's just not high enough, and yeah, it's got to be something to do with the angle of these bars. It's just not working for me. What I must say that is really positive about this bike already is the suspension. I kid you not, and I know there's a lot of debate around the mono and twin shock, but good grief, it's comfy. I mean, it is super comfy. I've been through over a couple of potholes, nothing crazy, but yeah, that you can feel the difference. It's just nowhere near a bone shaker, coupled with the less vibration, the engine's kicking off, it is just super smooth. It's great, it's really good. The 114 engine, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can clearly see that I cannot open her up properly with what I'm dealing with at the moment with this current, what I call a motorcycle learning line, but it's good. It's got a little bit of kick to it. I don't feel it's anywhere near the twin cam 110, so for example what I've got, but it is, yeah, it's definitely good. Other things that are great, the clutch, super smooth. One of my biggest moans, I don't think I've said this yet on my channel, but the clutch is really easy, like super easy. The clutch on my Dyna Lowrider S is, well, put it this way, I've had to start going to the gym and doing this more. But yeah, you can tell there's some really good points, and I can see for that person that wants the Fat Boy, you know, it's gonna be that bike that they'll love, absolutely love it. But without further ado, let's get on with the next bike. So when you see me again, I'll be transferring across. See you in a bit. Oh, guys and girls, oh, straight away I like this. It's quite a nice little skinny tank, this is. So on the bike I've wanted to try for a while, Fat Bob 114, here we go. So straight away, what does it feel like? Come on, talk to your audience. It feels like... Look how high your legs are. You like that? They're two Welsh lads out on their bikes. So it feels like a Bandit, to be honest. It feels completely Street Fighter. Very raw. Honestly guys, I really like this. I feel like I'm really upright on the bike. I mean, she sounds like she's got guts. I just feel like it needs a little bit more oomph. Again, I mentioned it on the Fat Boy. I just don't feel it's the same or better actually than the 110 on the twin cam. But boy, I like it. I really like this. I know lots of people have been asking me, should I buy it? And I tell you something for nothing. If I didn't have my Lowrider S, if it wasn't built, I would have put a deposit down for this without a shadow of a doubt. It's just raw. It's great. Very different from the previous Fat Bob. That was a little bit bulky. Still could swing it about though, but this is great. The rake angle on it is down to 28 degrees. That just means you can flicker around a bit. Guys, I bet you could even tell in my voice I'm excited compared to when I did the Fat Boy. I just want to have some fun on this thing. Come on, brake out! Get some fucking speed! Oh, that's interesting. The brake, so the foot brake, that is very low. That needs to be raised. Because when I've got my foot down, it's almost like, it's not like this, it's positioned like that. So to get it down, activate the brake, let me get my words out, you have to push down further, so that would need to be raised up. But God, this this thing is so raw, it's unreal. It's just this stuff, it's hardly anything here. Great bit of countryside to try these bikes out on though, to be fair. I think Harley Davidson done their homework here. Oh man, I'm just really excited about this range, you know. Yeah, as you can tell, the Fat Boy wasn't my cup of tea. And this for me, the Fat Bob, it's just a great bike. It just feels so skinny, but at the same time it's just got that meaty look. It's actually, think about it, it's really odd. When you see the pictures of the Fat Bob, you think, God, it looks beefy, muscular. But actually, when you get on it, I just feel like I'm riding like a 600. As I said, like a Bandit. It's brilliant. So I can give her a bit of guts. Here we go. Yeehaw! Yeah, definitely. It's got, you know, for a 114, it's got a bit of guts. But I will say again, it is not the 110 twin cam without a shadow of a doubt. But it's fun. It is a lot of fun, and I bet you could boost this up quite a bit. Okay, so what do I like on this bike? For me personally, the power's pretty good. The brakes are great, handling's perfect. The fact that they've lowered the rake is even better. It's just got that more flickability, I use that term. Now don't get me wrong, I can't test this properly because, as I just said in the Fat Boy first ride review, I'm in this delightful line with these lovely gentlemen. However, I can tell it's going to be a bit of a naughty animal, this one. I do like the setup on the bike. Love the way it looks. Love the way the dials are. Even love the paintwork. I think it's really, really cool. The only thing that I've got negative about the bike is just the back brake pedal. It's just not positioned right. But I guess that is an easy change to do. But personally, I think if you bought this bike, you would have a lot of fun. There's no way you would just cruise about on this bike. It is not positioned like that. If you think about the V-Rod, look at the way that, you know, people ride that bike. This is going to be similar to that. It's not going to be a cruising about. You're going to ride this pretty hard, just in terms of it's set up like a Street Fighter. You feel everything. Okay guys, so this is one of the last ones I'll be riding today, the Street Bob. Now I've just seen Ollie on this and he did look a bit hunched up, I must admit, so he's about the same height as me, so it's going to be interesting to see what this feels like. Okay, now yeah, good, thanks bud. Straight away the bars need to be a bit more forwards, without a shadow of a doubt, but I do love this. I do love the digital display, very cool. I'm not sure if I like this, guys. I'm just trying to work out how this feels. So yeah, it needs quite a bit of adjustment here. What is going on is that I'm really squished up. The seat, I am trying to work this out, I'm slipping forwards. The bars have sort of pushed me back, and then my legs, my knees are up into my chest. So yeah, the ergonomics wise, it's a bit weird. So I'm just deliberately dropping back a little bit, just so we can see what the 107 acceleration is like. So let's go down to second in 37 miles an hour, 3,500 revs. Go. I mean, it's pretty good. What a bit of air. Hey, but I think once you get the ergonomics, once you get the ergonomics sorted, this will be a neat bike to flick about. Can really see that. In the corners it's good. Yeah, but overall with the Dyna, I think... Sorry. Did I just say the Dyna? Overall with the Softail Street Bob, I think the strengths are, for me, it's at that lower price point. So you're getting relatively the same features as something like the Fat Boy. So you're getting the suspension, you're getting all those USPs. So this will be the best bang for buck, and I think from there you can really customize it to make it work. For me, I put forwards on it, push these bars forwards as well, you know, and you're pretty much there with a really good bike, or should I say a good potential bike. You can make something really good out of this. Well, that was thoroughly enjoyable. Guys, I'm going to leave this vlog here. Just want to say thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be doing more detailed reviews of these bikes when they enter the dealerships. Be getting the bike again before the open weekend at Shaw's, so I'll be doing a full detailed review on the Fat Bob. But yeah, enjoyed it. I think for me overall, the Fat Bob is going to win the day without a shadow of a doubt. But as always, take care, all the best. Motonewbrider.